Good morning, everyone. Today is September 12th. This is Brad Matheny, and boy, would you look at this run in gold. I mean, I've been telling you guys about this setup and the fact that I thought gold would move higher. I've been warning that this 2565 to 2575 area sets up a very solid take profit area. We've got a huge blowout move in gold here, up 40 bucks, and really trading up to 25.82, new all-time highs. We haven't seen this in forever. Let's take a look at a weekly chart here. I mean, we're moving into, and I know my charts are full of stuff, guys. That's what I do. I try to use my tools to help you. But, you know, I'm getting comments from some people that they're just killing it with my research and with my assistance in helping them. And I love this. I mean, I can't wait to see others come in and follow along and really take advantage of my research because these are fantastic moves. And as I mentioned to you, we're not even up into this expansion phase yet. We have a move going on right now that's going to continue to move upward over the next year, possibly 2 years. It's going to move upward into this expansion phase and really get wild. I mean, we're talking about a move from where we're at right now, 2580, up to 3900, maybe 4500 in this expansion phase before it starts to move into an even broader parabolic trend. So, I mean, I'm talking about something you guys can't even imagine right now. Okay. So let me explain to you here. There it is. We've already shown it right here. There's the parabolic move right there. So we're looking at a weekly chart. We're looking at a big parabolic move up into the 7,200 area, probably by 2027, maybe 2028. And the reality is, guys, is this move is really not going to end until a year or two after the peak sets up. So getting rid of little lines. I really think the peak in the markets are going to come in this area. So understand, this is the area that I think the markets are going to really find some difficulty. It's going to happen after this big broad cycle phase right here, January 2029. And if I am correct, what is going to happen is we're going to get some type of a roll here through some sort of crisis event, maybe not that big, and then we could roll way up into this, really into this 14, 15,000 area. So this move here could be some sort of a fairly big crisis event rolling around here, maybe in 2029, 2030. I don't think it'll get this big as I drew, maybe something more like this as we roll out of it. But in reality, I think that gold is going to move into a broad parabolic trend. I think it's going to move into a very solid upward trending phase, going all the way up here, moving to a very high, big upward phase in this area. And this then changes where I'm at with this. So understand that we're looking at, if we move to this area and then we move to this area and we roll into some pullback outside that range, then we continue to move higher. So remember, we're looking at a real phase shift right here, September 2028 through, say, March, April of 2029. Then we're moving into a peaking pattern over here around 2030, 2031. And this is where I think gold will reach its peak, maybe up in the 13, 14,000 area. So let's go take a look at silver real quick. Silver weekly, come back over here, spread it out so I can see it. Huge move in silver again, lovely. Now, silver and gold have really started to move quite aggressively And now let's take a look at, for example, let's add XME, metals and mining ETF. Yeah, so see, metals and mining, I'm going to add it as a lower window. Move to existing pane below. Okay, there we go. And so metals and mining have really weakened over the last couple of days and weeks. Remember, this is weekly. And so we're getting a disconnect between metals and mining versus actual gold and silver here moving higher. Gold, particularly moving higher, that could prompt a very big move in silver, but I don't think it's going to come right away, folks. Like I said, I think we're going to move up, possibly up into this, let me move this back to regular scaling, possibly up into the 31, 32 area, maybe. And then we're going to get into that sharp event in October, sharp downward event. And that's going to be a real big flush out. That's going to be something more along the lines of like this, like the COVID event before we break out of it right before the election. So be aware that this move will likely stall out, roll a bit into some high trending around 31, 32, then roll into a deep event here right before the election, about 10, 15 days before the election, and then roll into very sharp upward trending. And that's really what I think is going to happen over the next 40, 45 days. But this move here is just absolutely beautiful. I mean, it is stunning to see this move on the daily chart in gold while we have such a tight little flagging formation in the SPY, and Bitcoin is consolidating. Bitcoin will still probably move higher, but what a beautiful move in gold. Let's just relish this for all you gold traders making good money on this trade. I love it. Remember, you're going to run into some real resistance up here in the 2593 area. So if you can and you're smart, book it into this area. This is really your take profit area right now. Okay, guys, congrats to all those that followed my research and actually rode this thing out. Having the guts to ride this out through this last move as we move into this September 20th, 21st area top. Really, it takes some guts to do that. And I'm proud of you guys. Okay, talk to you later.